What's going on YouTube? I'm your host Joss and welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Make sure you are following us on our new social media pages. They are linked down below. Also stick around until the end of this video if you want to join in on some fun as I do some comment shoutouts. We have a fun list today. Believe it or not all celebrities like to put on a show for paparazzi. I know some of you guys are shaking your heads in disbelief, I get it. But seriously, some megastars prefer to have a more private lifestyle. Some of them want it so badly that they go above and beyond to hide their identities from the public eye. Let's check out who some of them are with today's list of top 10 celebrities who went to extreme lengths to hide their identities. Starting off our list at number 10 is Daft Punk, the electronic music duo that everyone has loved to try and identify. While the creators themselves have been identified as Guy Manuel Christo and Thomas Bangalter. The two of them formed Daft Punk in Paris back in 1993, and for years people have typed their names into Google trying to uncover pictures of who they really are. They perform behind big robot heads and wear gloves while performing their music on stage. Even when they are off stage and doing interviews, they remain wearing masks or do the interview with their backs to the camera, creating a sense of mystery for their fans. During an interview with the Rolling Stone, they explained, and I quote, "It creates the line between fiction and reality, creating these fictional personas that exist in real life. I don't have many people constantly coming up to me reminding me what I do." Photos of the duo from the 90s have surfaced online, but media outlets are still trying to hunt down and get that recent award-winning photo of them unmasked. At number 9 is Sia. She sings the mega hit Chandelier but has also written countless songs for big stars like Beyonce, Britney Spears, and Carly Rae Jepsen. Although she's known worldwide for her incredible music, she's also known for her wigs. For years, Sia has worn big blonde wigs that completely cover her face, and not just as a costume piece. She genuinely wanted to hide her identity. She has been open about her reasoning and says it has everything to do with hiding from the media. During an interview, she said, "I don't want to be critiqued about the way I look on the internet. I've been writing pop songs for pop stars now for a couple of years and I've become friends with them and see what their life is like, and that's not something I want." She was very successful at hiding her image and was able to enjoy things as simple as grocery shopping because people wouldn't even know that it was her walking through the grocery store. In more recent years, however, she has showed up to a few events without a wig, but overall still keeps a very low profile. Coming in at number 8 is Gorillaz. The band doesn't wear masks or disguises like some people on our list. Instead, they turn themselves into animated characters. The band produces a mix of pop, electric, and rap and features digitally animated characters on stage. Seeing the Gorillaz in concert means you are jamming out to a giant screen with their characters on the screen while the real musicians perform behind it. The musical project began back in 1998, and a comic book artist named Jamie Hewlett helped design their characters, Noodle, Russell, Murdoch, and 2D. The idea behind the band was that the lead singer, Damon Albarn, was able to escape from fame and facial recognition. During an interview, he said, "One of the things that really got to us was the nature of celebrity and the cynicism of popular culture. Over the years, they have collaborated with big artists like Danger Mouse and Snoop Dogg, but still like to avoid any extra attention from fans." Sliding into the number 7 spot is Slipknot. The heavy metal band has always been known to hide their identities of their band members by wearing a variety of different masks and costumes. The reason for it is to drive public attention away from themselves and onto their music, so I guess you could say it's like a business tactic? The vocalist of the group commented during an interview saying, "It's our way of becoming more intimate with the music." The idea of covering their face was apparently brought up by one of the group members who would often just bring masks to their rehearsals. They continued to talk about the idea and develop it further, which soon led to them having matching costumes as their stage image. For many years they managed to keep their faces hidden from the public, but over the years their names were identified, making it easier to track down those images. More recently, a new member of the band was added, and people are going nuts trying to identify who it could be. So if you do, let me know in the comments because I want to know who it is. And at number 6 is Mike Candies. It's a very common thing for famous DJs to wear masks when they perform, so this one isn't all that surprising. Mike Candies is a music producer and DJ who originally came from Switzerland. He gained a lot of popularity with his remixes and was on the European top charts for a long time. But before everyone knew who he was one of the people who used a mask to hide his face. Out of all masks he could think of, he ended up going with a giant yellow smiley face helmet, basically making him look like a walking emoji. The DJ's real name is Michael Call, and he now posts pictures of himself totally unmasked. Unmasked. Mike said he came up with the mask because he didn't just want to create music, but wants to put on an entire show together. He claims that his helmet helps him while performing and is also entertaining for the audience. Apparently, the first mask idea he had was going to be a dragon head, but he decided to simplify everything and came up with a smiling emoji. Halfway through the list at number 5 is Buckethead, another musician that covers his face with a mask, but this one isn't anything fancy like the other ones on our list. The famous guitarist is known for being tall, mysterious, and silent. His real name is Brian Carroll, but got the name Buckethead when he decided to go on stage wearing a white mask and an empty KFC chicken bucket on his head. He painted the bucket and slapped on an orange funeral procession bumper sticker. He tells fans his original story as to why he came up with the mask and says that he was raised by chickens and that they scratched his face off. Clearly he likes to just keep everything a mystery. MTV News once asked him about the mask and he simply replied with, "There is no mask." The internet is full of fake photos that pretend to reveal his face, for money and attention of course, but no one has actually seen him without a mask. Here we are at number 4 with the Blue Man Group. The name makes sense the second you see what they look like. They are literally a group of painted blue men. The group is a performance art company known for its unique stage productions, which mixes music, art, digital effects, and dance. It was first created back in 1988 and was an experiment for theater, but since then has expanded to several cities and gone on multiple world tours. Originally, the group was created by 3 men, Chris Swink, Matt Goldman, and Phil Stanton. But now, according to Inc., there are about 70 blue men on their payroll system. These silent performers all look the exact same, so you can never tell them apart while they are performing, even if you knew who they were. Once they are done their performance, they just wipe off their paint and join society like their regular selves. If you think about it, someone in your own town could be a member of the Blue Man Group, and maybe you just don't even know it. Alright guys, at number 3 is Pussy Riot. The Russian punk rock group is known for its controversial lyrics, but also for their erratic actions. The group is made up of women who often stand up for their rights and protest for the change they wish to see. In August of 2011, it was confirmed that the group had approximately 11 women ranging from the ages 20 to 33. You will always find them wearing rainbow-colored ski masks to hide their identities because they want to avoid fines and even possible jail time. The group, which is known for protesting against Russia's leader Vladimir Putin, stormed the soccer field at the World Cup last year in 2018. This isn't the only protest scandal the group has been involved in either. In 2012, 2 of the group's members found themselves spending 2 years in prison. So although it would just be easier to not do illegal things and just show your faces, they choose to wear these ski masks to avoid getting caught or recognized for their music or bad behavior, and they said that they will continue to hide their faces at all costs. And at number 2 is Marshmello, the music producer and DJ who always walks around with a giant smiling marshmallow mask on. Another interesting choice when it comes to picking your identification mask. The talented artist launched into the music scene and pretty much became an overnight sensation. With his giant marshmallow mask, he gained an incredible amount of fame very quickly. Like others on this list, he created a mystery about his real identity, which just made his audience want to get to know him even more. It has been an ongoing joke in the industry of other artists grabbing the media's attention just to reveal themselves as the real Marshmello. Over the years, there have been multiple fake reveals. Once he was revealed to be Will Ferrell, and another time Shawn Mendes. The DJ, who has a net worth of $21 million, was finally identified as Chris Comstock. Social media detectives and EDM fans have figured out that Chris Comstock is also .com, a music producer registered on the same management roster as Marshmello. Forbes confirmed and reported that they are in fact the same person. Marshmello has since gone on like he always does, wearing his big white mask and pretending that no one knows who he really is, which we might not, maybe we have it all wrong. He hasn't taken the mask off, and when he is asked if he ever will, he tweeted out, "I don't take my helmet off because I don't want or need fame. I'm genuinely trying to create something positive for people to connect with." Oh come on Chris, just take the mask off already. Taking our number 1 spot is Banksy. Banksy is one of the world's most controversial street artists for his unique graffiti that has turned the world upside down. Some of his works have been removed from public spaces and sold for millions at auctions around the globe. But he's also known for being the invisible man of the graffiti world. That is right, he has been in the graffiti scene for over 20 years but somehow remains unknown. There have been many attempts to unmask him, but it seems like everyone's efforts have just failed. There is still no definite confirmation on the artist's real name. People are also wondering why he doesn't want to reveal himself, and people think the most logical reason would be to avoid prosecution. Let's not forget that graffiti is vandalism, so creating street art is a risky business. His work is technically illegal, so he would be punished just like anyone else would. As of right now, the world has their eye on a guy named Robin Gunningham. A picture of him surfaced with graffiti supplies that look similar to his Boy of a Life buoy art. However, the picture is a man out in the open with all of the supplies and smiling for the camera. Let's be honest, honest, he's been hiding for 20 years. I don't think he would just be out in plain sight like that. Artists have replicated his artwork for many years and there is still no confirmation. Robin Gunningham has denied that he is the artist, so until there is evidence, the mystery continues. Alright, there you have it guys, we are at the end here. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked today's list and let me know your thoughts down in the comments for the chance at a shout out in my next video. In the meantime, I'm going to end this video by responding to some comments from my other videos. David Wright says, it might be best not to let our kids start on Disney shows. I mean, I think it just depends. There are still a few Disney stars who turned out okay. I mean, like Hilary Duff is fine. The Jokester15 says, Bella Thorne, me likey likey. Me likey likey Bella Thorne too. Torture Killa 2 says, poor celebrities and all their money and Bentleys. It's so hard to go hungry when all I can think about is how hard these celebrities have it when they can't get in the steakhouse because of the photographers. I think that is probably the most sarcastic comment I've ever had on this channel, but I like it. Juan Silva Rebel says, hey Jocelyn, really love your channel. Keep up the good work. Hope you hit 1 million subscribers. Well, thank you so much, but that is all up to you guys. On that note, I'm getting out of here and help us get one step closer to those 1 million subscribers by hitting that subscribe button. I'm your host Joss and I will see you later.